And I say this to set up this next clip. This is a report on a cabinet meeting that happened apparently, I think this was right before the resignation of Sergio Moro, who resigned a couple of weeks ago. He, of course, was the prosecutor that politically persecuted Lula and then was rewarded as Bolsonaro's attorney general. And now he's sort of reading the tea leaves, and he made his move to quit. This meeting's incredible because there is overt, we're not talking like, oh, that sounds a bit Nazi-like. These are actually direct sort of things. And it isn't one of the cabinet crazies who's saying all of it. It's the same guy. It's Paulo Guedes. This is a report for Telesur with our buddy Brian Mayer. We'll play this.
Brazilians have been left outraged after a video emerged last Friday which shows ministers pushing President Bolsonaro further towards fascism. Our correspondent Brian Mayer in Sao Paulo has more.
Many Brazilians are furious over a video of a presidential cabinet meeting released by the Supreme Court last Friday, which shows ministers goading President Bolsonaro further towards fascism.
Do gymnastics, sing the national anthem, salute, study citizenship in the afternoons, discipline, use the time constructively, use volunteers to build the highways, to do this and that. Yemen did it during its reconstruction.
Bolsonaro's education minister Abraham Weintraub has already drawn criticism for speeches in which he simply exchanges the word communists for Jews in passages lifted directly from Adolf Hitler's Mein Kampf.
The communists are at the top of the nation. They are at the top of the financial organizations. They are the owners of the newspapers. They are the owners of the big corporations. They are the owners of the monopolies.
During the cabinet meeting, Minister Weintraub, whose failed plan to gut the public university system drew millions of protesters to the streets in 2019, called on the president to start arbitrarily arresting non-allied government officials.
The people are crying for freedom. I think that this is what we are losing here. The people want to see what brought me here. If it were up to me, I would throw all these bombs in jail, starting with the Federal Supreme Court.
The anger continues to grow. For the first time since the COVID-19 pandemic began, Bolsonaro was forced to flee from protesters during a public outing in Brasilia the day after the video was released. Brian Mayer, Telesur, São Paulo.
So there you have it. This is obviously important to monitor in and of itself. It's important to link, Steve Bannon's connection to these people. But it's also important to note that this whole wave was facilitated by U.S., by Obama, Kerry administration foreign policy, and the DOJ against the Workers' Party.
Just watched a Michael Brooks show video. Subscribe to get them all. Why wouldn't you? Don't be foolish. Click subscribe below and become a patron as well. Patreon.com/TMBS. Thanks, everybody.